Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lemon Abroad. Today I'm back in the kitchen and I'm going to be making one of my favorite drinks, and that is Bissap. You may think that you've never heard of Bissap before, but it's just another name for hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is actually my favorite flower, so I was blown away when I found out that there was a tea that you could drink that was made from it. Bissap is known by many names all over the world. This specific name comes from the Wolof language, which is spoken in West African countries like Senegal and Gambia. But you can find hibiscus tea all over, from Central America to Southeast Asia and across the Middle East and Africa. It's also really common to see hibiscus as one ingredient as part of a red fruit blend tea, and it's really delicious and easy to make. Now, like many teas and natural blends, when I was doing research for this video, I came across a lot of reported health benefits of drinking Bissap, but just like many other teas, there's also some cautions if you have certain health conditions or are taking certain medications. So definitely check to see if any of your conditions or medications would interact negatively with Bissap before drinking it, just like you would with any other type of natural blend or tea. So that being said, it's really easy to make, so let's get started. The first ingredient I have is the hibiscus flowers itself. These you can find at an ethnic grocery store, of course, where they're sold and prepared specifically for being made into tea. It's definitely not about going out and harvesting your own hibiscus flowers yourself, and you can just use the hibiscus flowers by themselves, but I usually like to add a few other ingredients depending on what I have at home or what kind of flavor I would like to have. I typically use the same ingredients. So here I have some lemon, I have some cut up pieces of ginger, and I also have some Persian saffron sugar, which is so beautiful and so elegant, and since it's a special occasion for me to make this video, I wanted to use my saffron sugar for it. There really is not one strict recipe to follow. You can adjust the quantities based on your preferences, adjust the cooking time based on your preferences. The one thing that you should always be aware of though is that you see how rich the color is in the hibiscus flowers. So today I have my apron on because you definitely don't want to stain your clothes with the hibiscus. The first thing I'm going to do is add the Bissap to a pot and rinse it under running water. Here I'm just cleaning off the Bissap, and if you find any sticks or stems, you could remove those as well. And you'll see that even just with cold water, the rich color is already starting to come out. So again, just be careful with your clothes and kitchen towels. And then you'll just drain that water and add some new water that you're going to use to cook the Bissap on the stove. Then I just put it on the stove and covered the pot, and I turned it on a medium-high heat so that I could bring the water to a boil. As the water was heating up, I decided to add my lemon and ginger and sugar as well. Then I just mix everything together and really start to blend these different ingredients together. And then I put the lid back on because it still has not actually come to a boil yet, so I'm still waiting for it to come to a boil. Here you can see that as it's cooking, the color is really seeping and even getting into the lemons and the ginger, so it just shows you how rich the color of the Bissap is. It would obviously be a lot if I just poured this over the strainer, so first I'm just going to take out all of the Bissap and lemon and ginger that I can, and then the strainer can sieve through the remaining little pieces. Of course, be careful as you do this because if it's still hot coming off the stove, you need to be very careful. After it's had time to cool, you can pour yourself a glass and just look at how pretty it is. Alright everyone, so that is how you make Bissap. It really is so easy. Now Bissap for me is a really strong, so I like to add some sweetener to it, usually some sugar. And this is of course something you can adjust based on on your preferences. Bissap is so good in any season. In the winter, I like to have it served hot like this. It's so comforting. And then in the summertime, I like to have it served cold over ice. It's really, really refreshing. So that's it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've heard of Bissap before, if you've tried it before, how you drink it, and what it's called in your country. I would love to hear about it. See you next time. Ciao!